Hi, welcome to the Code and Code videos, and today we will have a look at ANY.RUN, and this is specific malware. So I hope you enjoy it, and as always we will have secret animal at the end. You can go get started, create account. After creating an account you can see the sandbox, and we have another which is threat intelligence tools. And here we can have a look at top threats today, public requests and TI reports. So for the TI reports we have access only to some of them, not all of them, because you need to have a paid version to access all of them. Maybe like a company or something. We can look by the meter number, by the hash value and by the link. Let's open actually the top today. We can look at the top malicious activities by the country, or we can see it by the category, and the category is sorted in a Mitre ATT and CK matrix, so from the initial access until the impact. Let's have a look at the PowerShell. In the PowerShell we have here a description of this command, and here we have examples of the malwares. So if you open it, it will present you with the screen. This is part is how the malware operates, so you can see it's only two parts here, but usually it has more parts. We have HTTPS request, which is GET, we have domain, we have the country of origin, and we have the URL itself. So you can go by each one of these categories and see. We have UDP protocol, TCP, DNS request, which is respond, requested, etc. We have the threads and that known here. We have also the categories of the processes here, but we will have a look at the different malware for this. So the malware that we will have a look at, it's this one. We can click on this link, it's safe to open. So you can open it and you can see this is how the malware has more categories, and that's how it operates. So this is more colorful version actually of the malware, because it has like some kind of style to it. So how did it happen? Let's basically analyze it shortly. First person opens the Windows, and after they go to the browser, by the browser they put the link, and this link has the malware which is netfox tool.zip in it, and it's basically download the zip folder. From the zip folder they basically unzip it using the WinRAR zip archive, and after that they basically open it in the file which is netfox tools, and this has the malware was netfox _tools executable. It runs on the Discord. Why the Discord? Because the Discord has a lot of servers connected to, for example, your account or another person's account. You can quickly spread the malware through the services, and maybe other people will download it and save it. And plus, because there's so many traffics in Discord, it's harder to monitor the Discord traffic. So this is basically one of the safe options for the hackers. And we can see basically what does it use. It uses CPU and RAM. It has RCE attack, and we can see it has RCE attacks. It basically uses SSH command control, and why we have it we can see over here. So this is our malware. It has 100% malicious. So the statistic, as you can see, so it will be from 0 till 30 it's safe, from 30 till 60 it's suspicious, from 60 to 100 it's malicious. So for example, this is 100% malicious, this is 40% which is suspicious, and here this is basically the already installed part of the Windows, and that's considered 0, which is not malicious. It only reads the software policy settings and checks proxy service informations. So let's go to the next part. Next part we have the actions. That's like the beta version, so it's not absolutely correct, but you can kind of like have a little bit of idea what's going on. I would more concentrate it on like CPU when it was the highest, and you can see after unzipping the folder was the highest CPU usage. We can see indicators of compromises. There's like basically links, hashes, and the connections of the IP and domain, which is the software came from. Now we can open, like, you can see it also in a graph. Today's secret animal is penguins, presented in the whole page, but you can also open it through the text report, and this is basically, you can click on it and it will be open you in a new file, and this is the file. And we see we have screenshots, we have behavior graphs, the same one as it was there. We have the process information of the modules. We have the network information, registry activities, DNS requests, any information that you need, but it doesn't has ATT and CK analysis, because it's over here. It's not in the text wrap, it's a separate part. So you can see that here was phishing, was user execution, and malicious file. So because the user executed, and after we unpacked the malicious file, that's what happened in the execution part. After defense invasion, it tried to masquerade itself, rename legitimate utilities, match legitimate resources name or locations. This part, virtualization and sandbox invasion, that was because some of the malwares try to check if they run in the sandbox. How they do check it is usually a low CPU and RAM in the virtual machine or sandbox, and sometimes it doesn't have like a keyboard connecting to it or mouse. So that's basically how they try to check if it was the sandbox or virtual machine. So that was included in this category. You can read more about it over here and find more information online about it. Next, we go to the discovery. Discovery was the query registry, system information discovery, and again sandbox. So you can see what is the query registry, what's happened, and even here is presented what was the tool that opened. 5488 is basically the port that malware used, and it also says over here non-standard port. That's considered non-standard because standard is usually like traditional one that all the networks uses. So in this case it shows the example of traditional port, which is 443, and we see for our malware it was used 5488, and basically it doesn't consider to be a standard port. Encrypted channel. Encrypted channel is really interesting because this is when the attacker tried to use like some kind of domain or the server, and that has SSL certificates. And as you remember from the threat intelligence rooms, we have abuse SH that can check if the SSL was included in the block list. So using this part, we can check if it was malicious SSL certificate or it was legitimate one, because it pretends to be legitimate, but it's actually malicious. So using all of these categories and techniques and procedures, you could actually understand what's happened behind the scene, how the file got into the system, what was the impact of that software maybe on the company, or if it was the company, or maybe it is you as the user. So that was the short intro into ANY.RUN. I hope you could explore it yourself and also get more information about it by analyzing different malwares, how they operate. Maybe you have your own malware that you would like to check to see if you can improve it or maybe change it and test it, because that's how we understand as a SOC analyst how to protect our machine better and maybe to advise others to do the same. See you!